Whew. Okay, all right, guys. So we're back. So the guy ended up canceling his order because he didn't want it or some shit. He put it in the wrong address. But like I was saying, I don't know. I lost track of thought, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be at, man. You know, I remember, and there's a lot of lessons I learned on the way because I've been doing this content shit for a very long time, a very long time. And one thing I learned is that you gotta stay on social media, man. Because my thing was, at one point I was going viral on TikTok, and I had like sponsorships, but you know, just a lot of stuff, man. So that's why I said, like, when you guys see the social media stuff, man, sometimes you gotta just let that shit go, man. It's not as cool as you think it is. With this channel, I like to have fun. The same thing with my other channel. Like, this is what I like to do. You know, like putting out raw content. I said, hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be no, fuck that shit. I like making, you know, movies and stuff like that, and films, and I'm into movies, and, you know, martial arts. You know, shout out to Bruce Lee. I train martial arts every day. But damn, what was I saying? I've been doing this content stuff for a long time, and at one point when I was in high school, from middle school to high school, I had the same YouTube channel, and I blew up around high school. And right before I graduated, things just kind of fizzled out because as far as the lessons I learned, if I was to continue to keep doing that same content I was doing, I would have invested most of my money to probably get collaborations, maybe move out of state eventually, and to take it serious and actually, you know, be a big content creator. But that didn't go as planned because I didn't want to do that anymore. I stopped doing it. I stopped giving the people what they wanted. I stopped doing what I learned a lot through that time period, because I was blowing up. I was getting millions of views on videos and stuff, but I stopped because I didn't want to do that anymore. And I wanted to do the stuff that I actually like to do, which is movies and music, film, electronic music and stuff. And even that shit is still hard, but I keep doing it because I'm trying to crack into the EDM scene in Houston, but there is no EDM scene. That's why you know, my goal is to create an EDM scene in Houston. Is to create the scene, because there is no scene. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I have not stepped foot out into these places that y'all so-called EDM, but as someone, okay, I don't like to say I'm in this generation, but as someone that's in Gen Z, I'm gonna tell you right now, none of this shit is real EDM, okay? Especially in Houston. None of it is EDM. It's nightlife. People want to get out, they want to party, they want to get drunk. I remember on my 19th birthday, when as soon as I turned 19, I went out to downtown Houston. I drove around till like 12 a.m. I seen what this stuff was like. I went to the clubs. I checked it out. I was going to go in there. It was smelling like weed. Everybody's drinking. And there's nothing wrong with you. EDM is not cute either. So don't sit here and be like, even if I was to create it, people not going to be sitting there just not drinking. And people going to be doing that stuff, man. Especially the older crowd. They're going to be doing that. Do your research, man. It's not supposed to be cute. You think all them fucking rock stars back in the day smelled good, smelled like cologne? Hell no. They was smoking cigarettes and shit, drinking, eating unhealthy. That stuff it's not cute, man. This is what y'all see as far as the image. Like, you see the pictures. So even if it was real EDM, it still wouldn't be cute. But what I'm saying is, this isn't EDM. It's not a fucking dance scene. So my thing is to just create the dance scene. I'm just trying to get the, you know, just keep moving and get the funding for it and stuff like that, and still playing it out. Because I'm only like, I started pushing iHeart Colombia in like 2024. Do the math on that, like 2-3 years. I don't fucking know. But so I'm like still freshly new into what I'm trying to do with the brand, but I fully believe in it because this is the first brand image that I pushed, and I'm just keep going with it because I fully believe in it. I don't, you know, I see myself doing other stuff like creating other brands and collaborating with other people, but I have yet to find the right crew and the right team to get around. Because in Houston, the only thing I can do is, you know, as far as me being in Houston, is to keep creating. Because if I stop creating shit, doesn't matter what it is. I can make 1,000 clothes, 1,000 remixes for EDM and shit. I'll stop fucking making stuff, bro. Like, it's just gonna hold me back. You know what I'm saying? So every day I'm at least trying to create something, even if it's writing down, making a small video for YouTube and TikTok or some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I just keep making stuff. because I know eventually I'm gonna come across some people that's looking for someone like me, because I'm extremely talented at what, and I'm good at great actually what the fuck I do. You know, it's just no one in Houston is just doing what I'm doing, so it makes it harder to create a scene. But I know it's possible, and I know it's possible because I talked to a DJ one time. I was trying to network with him, maybe collab, and he told me, he's like, hey, there's no EDM scene. Like, there's places that do it, but there's just no scene, you know. And all that stuff you'll see on social media is a gimmick. It's people want to party, they want to get drunk, they want to smoke weed, they want to get high, they want to do coke, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do. They don't want to do nothing else besides that. So that's what it is. It's not like actually going out here and like, oh, we're gonna listen to EDM. No, it's not like that. It's very beyond that. You know what I'm saying? So when I see this stuff and see it, I'm just like, okay, I can't go into these places, you know, because at one point I was hustling my clothes on the street. I've been to downtown Houston back to back, and it just didn't work out the way I wanted to. You know, I made some sales selling my clothes and stuff, you know, my handmade clothes, and they got a vendor event this weekend too, so I'm still thinking about putting up money for that. It costs like $33, but I'm just really hoping I can break even if I was to spend that money. Then I gotta spend more money tomorrow to get this shit fucking redone. So that's even more fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Hair ain't cheap. So, you know, but it's like I'm out here grinding, you know, and I'm manifesting a lot of my dreams to come true, you know. I just keep pushing. But as far as that, yeah, I just, you know, keep grinding, and I expect y'all to keep grinding too, because, you know, when you see the stuff online and you see all these kids, millionaires, that stuff is bullshit, man. You know, you want to be able to be at peace with yourself at all times, because, you know, and in this world's crazy too. A lot of shit's going on, so I don't pay attention to it. I just make YouTube videos and stuff, and I stay tuned to what I like to do. So anyways, yeah, I just keep pushing, man. But I got a lot of plans this year. Even collaborations. I've been trying to push collaborations with these people, but they never get back. So that makes me hate this generation even more, because it's like, why the fuck are you acting so Hollywood? Fuck the numbers, man. You know. So yeah, no, it's hard, man. You know, like, this stuff isn't nickels and dimes. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to sell out and just be a clothing brand, I would do that. That's why I love the Marty Supreme. I saw it 3 times, and I'm considering going to see it in IMAX tomorrow for the 4th time, because people hated Marty Supreme because it's realistic. It's just exactly what I'm telling you guys, what I've been going through. I went from graduating high school to fucking trying out for the military. I don't even want to talk about that shit, because that shit is just garbage. Every time I waste time on that crap, it just pisses me off even more. It's just like, I don't even want to get into that, man. I'll never understand that. You know, I'm special needs, man. I can't pass those tests for shit, man. And for me to drop everything to get into the military is like a no-go. I could do it, and I did do it, but hey, they say, hey, you gotta take another test, man. I said, what the fuck? I just took one, man. I'm over here losing weight. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here fucking eating salad with goat cheese and shit, and you telling me I gotta take another fucking test? You just enlist me at this point, bro. And it's just a whole nother runaround. So it's like, damn. So it's like, it's one, you want to go for that, you can do it, but you gotta drop everything and go fucking do it. So it's just a lot, man. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, when you see, that's why I love Marty Supreme, because people didn't like that movie because they believe, like say for instance, like, you think fucking Elvis became famous overnight? Fuck no. He fucking had to do all kinds of shit. You know, you gotta just do things. And Gary Vee talks about this a lot too. You know, Gary Vee didn't blow up overnight. You know, I can name tons of people, but the Marty Supreme is the perfect example about that. Because I remember before I even watched Marty Supreme, I'm hearing Quentin Tarantino talk about, I don't like biopics. Your biopics are kind of weird. I don't really like them that much. And I was like, what? And I saw Marty Supreme. I'm like, oh shit. That makes a lot of sense. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start the movie. when the person's walking into the studio. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be like, because that's realistic. You're chasing your dream. You're not fucking sitting here, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, Marcus Green, yeah, this is the only reason why I got this job, so I can get to Japan. So, you know, like, if you feel, you know, stuck behind, bro, like, trust me, this is just the fucking beginning, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Not going all day, because I got so many plans. I'm thinking about doing police academy for a little bit, just to get some more money. I know it paid good too. I think like in the 20s. That's a couple extra thousand extra month. And then once I get a new car and stuff like that, I gotta throw that towards that shit. Of course, pay for my websites and stuff. But that shit will be enough to at least make some movies and get some actors together, you know what I'm saying, and put out some more ads for my brand. Cause I ain't gonna lie, this piece of shit ain't coming, bro. And I gotta go back in here and deal with these fucking tards. God, go.